Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. Now that it's been over 24 hours since I made that rather embarrassing pick with Yoel and Nemkov. Um, Shout out to Nemkov from Bellator. He's a great champion. He is a really good fighter. I love his skill set. You know, I talked good about him on my channel a few years ago. And here's the thing. Even when I made this pick with Yoel, let me just briefly explain again why I made that pick. I made that pick because I know Yoel knows that he's 46 years old, and now that he's come out and said he wants to fight until he's 50, that's great. But I think him and I would both agree, like, well, maybe his better years are behind him. At this point, he feels like he has fight left, and yeah, he's got a few years. He's a good athlete, so I mean, definitely it's possible, but the likelihood of him getting another title shot would be unlikely if he can't put together a few wins. I know he's a good wrestler. He just chooses not to use it. And he doesn't like to come forward as much as he should. And foolish me, I should have expected him to do what he did in that fight. But it is what it is. But yeah, I definitely think he belongs in the UFC. And Nemkov, I think he can give Yuri a fight. I didn't want to say his last name wrong. Hill a fight. I think he could give Pereira a run for his money. Probably beat him. He could beat Blachowicz. He could beat all these guys at light heavyweight in the UFC. So I think it's only a matter of time before he goes to the UFC. I don't know about right now, but who else is there really for him to go after at light heavyweight at this point? He's beaten Joel, who's from the UFC. He's beaten all these guys. He's been champion. He beat Bader, who was an Ultimate Fighter winner in the Octagon at one point, in the UFC real early in his career. So, you know what Ryan Bader has been able to accomplish. So beating a guy like that, that's pretty cool. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not embarrassed about that pick. I stand by my pick, and I got nothing but respect for Vadim. I think he's a really good fighter. The sambo, the striking, the intelligence, the patience to stand up, the willingness to go to distance if he needs to by picking you apart, and he can finish you. So, hey, much love and respect to him. Hey, it is what it is. I'm a UFC guy, so of course I'm going to go with the UFC, but I would love to see him in the UFC one day for sure.